be beaming, I be booming down that block. Everywhere you go, you know they know I'm hot.
What's the deal, my good people? Welcome back to the channel. Happy Wednesday. Hope you all are doing well. If this is your first time here, I want to welcome you. Pull up a seat. I hope you enjoy the content. And before we get into this food, I want to ask that you like, comment, share, subscribe. Go ahead and tap that bell while you're at it so you're notified anytime I drop a brand new video, go live, or schedule a premiere. All right, y'all. So today I decided to make a shrimp Alfredo pizza. I had some store-bought crust that I used. I made the Alfredo sauce myself. Added all the veggies. There is a cook with me at the end of this if this looks good to you. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. So I cut the pizza already beforehand, which was a struggle. So hopefully y'all can see all of that, and I'll let you know exactly what I put on it. That's good. Oh yeah. And I have a kale Caesar salad on the side. That's good. I've never had pizza with Alfredo as the sauce. I mean, I've seen it, but I never had it. This is really good. I'm gonna show you the crust that I use. Oh, you see this? It's called Chloe. Chloe Delectable Vegan. It's a pizza crust. This has cauliflower, broccoli, cabbage, carrots, and kale in it. So this is what I decided to use. I got this from Sprouts. That's good. All right, y'all. So before I go any further, shout out to AB Check Me Out for this shirt I got on, y'all. So black dollars matter because they absolutely do. I love this shirt. It's a great fit. I have on an XL. Y'all, I got this shirt so fast. I feel like it was within like 2 or 3 days after I placed the order. I'm going to put her Instagram below. So if you are interested, it's $25 out the door. I just sent her a Cash App, and that was it. And I swear it got here extra fast. So if you like this shirt, she also has some other designs, so check out her page. So thank you, AB. If there are any black businesses that you want to share, hair care products, I don't know, sauces, whatever, anything that you enjoy, let me know. Drop it below so I can check it out. Let's try this salad. It's a very simple salad. It's just kale, Caesar dressing, and Parmesan cheese. Good as usual. My favorite Caesar dressing is by Brianna's. Their dressing is so good. Bring it close so y'all can see what it is. I got kale on there, red and yellow bell peppers, mushrooms, red onion. I didn't know how much I needed this in my life, y'all. I was like, a shrimp Alfredo pizza sound good, and it is good. I'm so glad that I made this. So how y'all doing? How y'all been? What's going on? I've been gone for a few days. I've been filmmaking. I've been doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that. How y'all doing? Y'all holding up all right? Hope y'all are safe, you and your family. I'm really surprised at how good the crust is. It's really good. It's light. A few more bites and I'm gonna get to talking. I'm gonna give y'all an update on how Talkspace is going, which is my therapy. I started about 3 weeks ago, so I'm gonna give y'all an update on how it's going. I got some pepper on there. That'll be so good with a couple of grape tomatoes, put some shrimp in there, or throw some chicken in there. I mean, it's good just like this. I love it like this. But if you want to take it up a notch, it's good. All right. So, I started Talkspace about, this is my 3rd week. And this is my honest and true update on what's going on with my therapy so far. So, my therapy, I'm not going to say that it's not going smooth. However, I am with my 3rd therapist in 3 weeks. I know that may sound like a lot, but because you talk to the therapist so much, I think it's much easier to figure out if someone is a good fit. You get what I'm saying? Because like in traditional therapy, over the course of a month, you may only see your therapist once or twice. Well, that's been my experience. And it's hard to determine after like, you know, 1 or 2 conversations if they're a good fit or not. So in talking to a therapist daily, I feel like it really gave me a good idea if they were a good fit or not. You know what I'm saying? So the first therapist that I had, things started off cool. And I feel like by the 2nd or 3rd conversation, I feel like I was like, yeah, something ain't right. It just don't feel right. You know what I'm saying? So I gave her a couple more days. And then I was like, yeah, it's time for me to move on. And, you know, I didn't want to sit around and wait for an entire month when it just did not feel right. And I really do try to use my instincts. You know what I'm saying? Like my instincts usually lead me pretty well, you know? And we just weren't a good fit, you know? And one of my friends reminded me, she was like, you know, don't forget that the relationship with your therapist is a lot like, you know, a relationship with a friend or a romantic partner. Like it has to be a good fit. It has to feel right. And I was like, you're absolutely right. You know what I'm saying? So when my instincts kicked in, like this isn't, something is a little bit off, it was time to move on. And one of the biggest things was just that like her communication style was a lot different than mine. She was giving me a lot of like offline resources, which is fine. I'm fine with doing additional like research and reading and stuff like that. But I really just felt like her questions were really flat and she was just really cut and dry. And I'm a very detailed person, so I just needed a little bit more from her. And, you know, I'm not trying to change her style. You know, I'm sure she works well for someone else. Like her style is good for someone else. So I moved on to another therapist. All right, so now I'm on to the 2nd therapist and I really liked her style off the bat. I liked the questions that she was asking me, how engaging she was, and it was like a really collaborative effort. And I was like, okay, cool. This could probably work. Now her issue was that she was also telling me how busy she was and how the world is falling apart, everybody needs help, and she's overwhelmed with patients and clients and all that stuff, right? So I don't know if that was a heads up to let me know she was gonna miss some appointments or what, but she missed 2 of our appointments, so I had to find somebody else. So I'm on my 3rd person now. And I really feel like 3 times is a charm. She feels like the one, you guys. She feels like a winner. Her questions, her interests, she's very detailed. She mixes it up in terms of leaving me messages and voice messages. So she'll leave me a text message and she also leaves voice messages so I can hear her voice and hear her out. And I don't know, I like the vibe. It's going really well so far. And I think that she's really going to be the person that I am going to stick this thing out with. And I shared this to say that, like, I understand that, like, in therapy, especially if you've never gone before, it can feel like you're supposed to just take whatever you receive. You know what I'm saying? And also you may not understand that, like, you might not know what you need, you know what I'm saying? So, and as you're in therapy, I think all of that kind of like starts to make sense, makes more and more sense. Like if you're in therapy, if you feel like you're struggling, and if it's not a good fit, if their communication style is off, if their approach and technique, the way that they do things are not sitting well with you, it's okay for you to ask for another therapist. Don't feel guilty. There may even be a time where the therapist feels like you are not a good fit for them. You know what I'm saying? Because in that type of relationship, it's like a two-way street. So all I'm saying is I've had a couple bumps in the road with my therapy, but that was not enough to make me run away, because I also know that, like, when you can't find someone that's a good fit, it's really easy to just be like, all right, forget it. I'm not gonna go to therapy. Like, don't do that to yourself. Be patient. It will take a little bit of time to find someone, but ride it out, because it's gonna be worth it, because your mental health is worth it. And it's just totally worth you being able to have that outlet, have that unbiased opinion, have someone to really point you in the right direction, you know, give you clarity. We all deserve that. So if you're in therapy, I'm just, you know, stay encouraged, be patient, but also don't be afraid to ask questions, and don't be afraid to make a change, because this is really about you and your healing and what you need to take from it. So that's kind of where, you know, that's where I am with it, you guys. Like, I'm enjoying it. Like, the lady I'm with now, we probably communicated for like 3 or 4 days, and we have covered so much ground in like 3 or 4 days with her questions, and she's really thoughtful, and she like anticipates my needs and stuff like that. So yeah, it seems to be a really good fit. So yeah, so I will give y'all another update maybe in another month or so, let you know how things are going, how much progress I'm making. I definitely feel like I have clarity on some things, so I'm feeling better, and overall just better, you know, and just one day at a time. And I hope you guys are taking it one day at a time, because there's a lot going on in the world, and take care of yourself. So I'm about to go ahead and get up out of here. The cooking portion is about to start in just a minute. If you want to see, I'm pretty much just showing you how to make the Alfredo sauce, because obviously I didn't make the crust, and then I'm, you know, kind of showing myself putting the pizza together. So yeah, watch that if you like to, and thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you. I will be back tomorrow. Be good to yourself. Peace. Let's go ahead and get started with our Alfredo sauce. I'm sure there are many ways to make Alfredo sauce, but this is how I made mine today. I used some heavy whipping cream. I got some Parmesan cheese and also some minced garlic. And one ingredient that is not pictured is cream cheese. So I'm going to break down all the measurements in just a moment, but I started with these 3 ingredients. I got them into a saucepan, and it looked a little something like this. We got our heavy whipping cream, we got our cheese, and we also have our garlic. And this was the texture that I was looking for. This worked for me. So I used about 1.5 cups of the whipping cream. I used half a stick of the cream cheese, and as you'll see in just a moment, I used all 5 ounces of the Parmesan cheese. I also added in about 2 teaspoons of garlic. I seasoned this with sea salt and black pepper, but please season it however you'd like. I used a vegan crust to make this pizza. I purchased this from Sprouts. So as you can see, this crust was made with all kinds of vegetables. There's cauliflower, broccoli, cabbage, carrots, and kale in it. And this is the pizza assembled, put together. So of course I have my beautiful Alfredo sauce at the bottom. I topped it with some sauteed shrimp. We got red onions. I have bell peppers. There's kale. There's mushrooms. I was so excited about this, y'all. So what I did was I popped it in the oven, 475 for 10 to 15 minutes. And voila, this was the finished product, fresh out the oven. Everything cooked down nicely, cheese all bubbly. The aroma in the kitchen was everything. If you want to try something different, please, please, please try this. You're going to love it. I promise you. Thank you so much for watching.
I be beaming, I be booming.